Breaking news. Chris Brown is being sued for $50 million for an alleged backstage altercation. Now, y'all know SmackDown Brown is not the one to be played with, but nonetheless, here's the story. Now, y'all know Chris Breezy has been on his 11/11 tour making some mega millions. Well, according to the new lawsuit, Chris is being accused of orchestrating an assault on several men. So according to the lawsuit, Chris Brown, Yellow Breezy, and Chris Brown's entourage, in addition to Live Nation, are all being sued for $50 million. So at SmackDown Brown's concert in Fort Worth, Texas on July 20th, after the show let out, the plaintiffs, Larry Parker, Joseph Lewis, Charles Bush, and DeMarcus Powell, all say they were invited backstage for a post-concert hangout. So according to the four gentlemen, it took Chris Brown 30 minutes to get to the VIP area. So naturally, they was tired of waiting. So they were getting ready to bounce. But they wasn't going to bounce without saying bye to the king. According to the lawsuit, Bush says he dapped up Chris, congratulated him on such a fantastic show, and also received appreciation from Chris himself. But that's when Bush says things got sketchy. And one of Chris Brown's entourage shouted, "Man, you don't remember you two was beefing?" And that's when Chris replied, "Oh yeah, we were. What's up, ninja?" I don't forget shit. And verbally ordered his crew to give Bush the beatdown. Bush also claims that he was surrounded by 7 to 10 of Chris's boys who punched and kicked him. He also claims that the entourage member known as Hood Boss threw a chair at his head. The plaintiffs also allege that Chris sent Yellow Breezy and company to fuck up Parker, chasing him into a dead-end staircase with a locked door. Ooh. According to Parker, he says he was punched and kicked in his head for more than 10 minutes after Chris encouraged all of his companions to get a piece of the action. Oh, Chrissy, this ain't looking good for you. Y'all, all four men say they suffered severe injuries. Well, duh. And also had to undergo various medical treatments. Whew. The four gentlemen's attorney, Tony Busby, says that at least one of the plaintiffs is still being hospitalized. Also, in addition to the $50 million lawsuit and damages, the plaintiffs are also filed a restraining order against Chris and his entourage. So remember how I just mentioned these guys' lawyer, Tony Busby? Well, their lawyer took to Instagram and said this. On Saturday night in Fort Worth, Texas, entertainer Chris Brown, along with his entourage, attacked and brutally beat several men who had just attended his concert. And at least one of the men beaten remains hospitalized. Brown has a long history of violence. He has been arrested and accused of assault at least 10 different times. Enough is enough. The Busby law firm filed suit this morning on behalf of the four brutalized men. We hope to put an end once and for all for Chris Brown's intolerable and thuggish behavior. Now, y'all, I don't know how much of this story is true, but I don't think it's that far-fetched to believe that Chris Brown had his goons beat up these gentlemen. I love you, Chrissy, but you got to stop this. You're almost 40, my G. Go ahead and hit that follow button for news that's always biased and from my point of view.